Today, we're going to dive into one of the most mysterious cards in a whole tarot deck, the Moon. It's a card that's all about shadow, intuition, and those deep, sometimes really confusing messages that come from our subconscious. So let's explore what it's actually trying to tell us. I want to start with this question right here. Because really, at its heart, the Moon card asks us to look directly at our anxieties and our insecurities, not as weaknesses, but, well, as signals. Signals that are pointing to some kind of deeper truth.
You see, the Moon card is all about this core tension. It's like a constant dance between your intuition, that gut feeling trying to guide you, your inner compass, and the illusion, which is like this confusing fog all around you that makes it so hard to see the path forward. So, first up, let's explore what the Moon is telling us when it appears upright in a reading. This position is, well, it's often all about illusion and uncertainty. This is basically the landscape we're stepping into. The outright Moon card brings this mix of really powerful intuition, but right alongside illusion and deception. It taps into our dreams, our subconscious, but it can also crank up the volume on anxiety, fear, and insecurity. It's a really complex and deeply psychological space, for sure. The main message of the Moon when it's upright is pretty simple and direct. Everything is not as it seems. When this card shows up, it's a huge signal that you need to look deeper, way beyond the surface of whatever situation you're in. And how do you look deeper? Well, it's about listening. The Moon is really urging you to pay close attention to your gut feelings and even your dreams. Seriously, your subconscious is trying to flag some information that you might have totally missed when you were wide awake. Now, the card also carries some other warnings. It can mean that old, dormant insecurities are bubbling back up to the surface, and in some cases, it can even point to some deceptive deals or sketchy behavior, a warning to get some clarity before things get exposed. Oh, and if you're waiting for an answer on something, the Moon suggests it's either going to be delayed or it'll be so vague that it just adds to your confusion. So how does this actually play out in real life? Well, in love, you might be feeling insecure, or maybe old issues are creating a ton of miscommunication. At work, your career path could feel incredibly unclear, or you just get that nagging feeling that you don't have all the facts. And with money, this is a major warning sign. Be super wary of deals that seem too good to be true, because you know what? They probably are. In terms of your well-being, the card can definitely be a signal to pay attention to your mental health, especially things like anxiety or depression. But on the flip side, spiritually, this is a fantastic card to get. It means your intuition is wide open and your psychic abilities are just flowing. It's like an invitation to meditate and just listen. But here's the thing. The confusion and anxiety of the Moon, they don't last forever. The darkness is temporary. And just like any journey through the night, a new day is coming. And that, of course, brings us to the reversed Moon card. This is that moment when the fog begins to clear and the path forward finally starts to reveal itself. Notice the shift in energy here? Instead of fear, we're talking about releasing fear. Instead of illusion, we have secrets and veils and the truth revealed. Anxiety starts to subside, and you begin to regain your composure. Now, the main challenge here is that your own intuition might feel a little blocked for a bit, just as all the external fog clears away. So the reversed Moon is really a process of returning to clarity. First, secrets and lies get exposed, the truth just comes out. And as a result, that heavy weight of fear and anxiety starts to lift. And then finally, with the truth out in the open, you can get your composure back and start to see the way forward with real confidence. Okay, but there is one key warning with the reversed card. Sometimes the illusion isn't external, it's internal. You might be kidding yourself about your role in a situation, or maybe you're struggling to separate fantasy from reality. It's asking for some really honest self-reflection. So, what does this clarity actually look like? Well, in a relationship, a painful deception might finally get exposed, which, while tough, allows you to see the real truth. In your career, a period of instability could end, creative blocks lift, and suddenly your path feels clear and stable again. This brings us back to that whole idea of blocked intuition. Spiritually, the reverse Moon doesn't mean your psychic gifts are gone. No way. It just means you might be ignoring the messages, or you just need to tune back in. That ability is still there, just waiting for you. All right, so after walking through both the shadows and the dawn, what is the ultimate message of the Moon card? What should we really take away from this whole journey? when you boil it all down, the moon is a call to honor your intuition. That's it. Whether it's upright, guiding you through that confusing fog with your inner compass, or reversed, reminding you to reconnect with that compass after the fog has lifted, the message is exactly the same. Trust yourself.
And that really just leaves us with one final thought. The moon shines a light on things hidden in the dark, both around us and within us. So the question to carry with you is this: what truth is waiting for you right now, just beneath the surface?